Ever wondered what it would be like to be put with a group of people who have, well, anger issues? Well, you're about to find out as I talk about anger management, which is celebrating its 20th anniversary this year. Big Days Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So, greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name is Dual, better known to you as the Big D, and this time around I bring to you a review of the 2003 buddy comedy flick Anger Management, released by Columbia for Revolution Studios, directed by Peter Siegel, and written by David S. Dorfman. Starring Adam Sandler along with Jack Nicholson, plus Marisa Tomei, Louis Guzman, Woody Harrelson, John Turturro, and a host of others in supporting roles. The film tells the story of a businessman who was sentenced to an anger management program under a renowned therapist with unconventional methods. This film got mixed response in wide view, but still became a big success as it was released on this day, April 11th, 20 years ago. So henceforth, today's the film's 20th anniversary. Well, let's get started. The story starts out in 1978 Brooklyn. As a young boy, Dave Busnick is about to experience his first kiss, but he's humiliated by local bully Arnie Shankman, who suddenly pulls down his pants in bloomers. 25 years later, Dave works as a secretary for a disrespectful boss named Frank. Dave's bullying trauma causes him to avoid displaying affection, such as kissing his girlfriend Linda in public. His problems are exacerbated by his narcissistic coworker Andrew. Exacerbated, okay, I mispronounced that, but well, you know. Andrew, who happens to be close friends with Linda and desires to rekindle their romantic relationship. During a flight, Dave loses his temper, albeit mildly, after being treated disrespectfully by the flight attendant, prompting the sky marshal to taser him. He is arrested for assaulting a flight attendant and sentenced to anger management under Dr. Buddy Rydell, a renowned therapist who sat next to him on the plane. Dave's sentence is extended to 30 days after he accidentally breaks a waitress's nose while defending himself from a blind man's cane. Buddy imposes radical around the clock therapy, living with Dave and accompanying him at work. This entails unorthodox techniques which cause him to be passive aggressive. At work, Buddy is shocked to learn of the well endowed Andrew's friendship with Linda. However, seeing a photo of Linda, he becomes instantly smitten with her, annoying Dave. To enhance Dave's assertiveness, Buddy arranges for him to get revenge on Arnie Shankman, who has become a Buddhist monk. Arnie apologizes, but then laughs when reminded of the kiss incident. Buddy and initially hesitant Dave provoke Arnie by lying about Dave molesting Arnie's mentally ill sister. A fight ensues, and after defeating Arnie, the duo flee, and Dave is delighted to have his revenge. Yeah, definitely. Linda tells Dave she has agreed to follow Buddy's advice that they have a trial separation. Buddy explains to Dave that this is to give him time to improve his behavior. Dave attacks him when he learns he's dating Linda, and Dave returns to court where Buddy issues a restraining order against him for attempting to choke him while wearing a neck brace, which later turned out to be fake. Slight spoiler alert. But anyway, let's go ahead and get to the ending, which that would be just like spoiler before I go into the ending spoilers. As always, you have 5 seconds to stop this video. Go to the description box below and fast forward to the time below. If you've seen the movie already, please continue. Okay, you've been warned. Dave snaps at work when he learns Frank promoted Andrew to the position he had expected, and he punches Andrew in the face and wrecks Frank's office with a golf club. Learning from Andrew that Buddy has taken Linda to a New York Yankees game, Dave assumes Buddy intends to steal his marriage proposal idea and races to the stadium. Security captures him, but New York Mayor Rudy Giuliani orders them to allow Dave to speak. Linda is moved when Dave announces publicly that he is willing to change. Excuse me, everyone. At her request, he kisses her in front of the crowd as she accepts his proposal. Linda then reveals that the game was the final phase of his therapy and explains that the aggravation he endured was all Buddy's doing. She adds that most of the people involved were in on Buddy's plans to help Dave stand up for himself. End of story. So, what did I think of Anger Management? I gotta say, I love this movie. This is definitely one of my favorite Adam Sandler movies, and what have you. This film was a big success, and anyway, it did pretty well with 135 million in the U.S. And while it did a little bit well overseas, it went on to make 195 million worldwide. Anyway, Rotten Tomatoes has it rotten with 42% and says, thought not without. I think they meant, though, not without its funny moments. Anger Management is ultimately stale and disappointingly one note, especially considering its capable cast. Well, that's understandable. Roger Ebert, however, says the concept is inspired, the execution is lame. Anger Management, a film that might have been one of Adam Sandler's best, becomes one of Jack Nicholson's worst. And Empire magazine thought a better script and more attention to other cast members would have helped, but as it stands, this is still the best Adam Sandler comedy since The Wedding Singer. Yeah, I will say this has its moments and what have you, but overall, I loved Anger Management. It was definitely a very funny movie. After this, there would be a TV series that would come up that came on the FX network in the US. It would also air on CTV in Canada and TBS in Latin America for a mere 2 seasons, but had 100 episodes produced and aired overall, featuring Charlie Sheen after being fired from Two and a Half Men after 8 seasons. But anyway, enough about that, which I've never watched. I've only seen brief clips from it. I just didn't think it would be as good as this movie, though. Mm-mm. Anyway, this would prove to be a hit for both Columbia and Revolution. I'll give you one slight little Easter egg, though. If you watch closely on the movie they're watching on the plane is Revolution's first ever film, Tomcats. Yes. But anyway, I think the cast was absolutely funny. Adam Sandler plays Dave, of course. He's very funny. Jack Nicholson definitely is very, very funny as Dr. Rydell. Very funny. Marisa Tomei plays Linda. She does a good job. Louis Guzman plays the character of Lou. Of course, this was when I think right about the time his short-lived comedy on the Fox network kind of came to an end after only 1 season. Let's see. Kurt Fuller, who I know from Scary Movie, played Frank. Krista Allen played Stacy, while January Jones, whom that same year would appear in the third American Pie movie, American Reunion. Well, not Reunion. American Wedding. Reunion's the fourth. Duh. Sorry, that's what happens when you get old. Plays her partner Gina. This lesbian couple and what have you. That's pretty funny. John Turturro, who recently appeared in Mr. Deeds, which came out the previous year, plays the character of Chuck. I have yet to review Mr. Deeds. I definitely got to review that. We also have Lee Harrelson, who plays a prostitute named Galaxia and a security guard named Gary. That's funny. There's Kevin Nealon, Alan Covert, and let's see. And there's even John C. Riley. Well, though he's uncredited, however. And the same thing with Heather Graham. And then, of course, there's Lynn Thigpen, who most of you knew her best as the chief of Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego and Where in Time is Carmen Sandiego. This was her final film. She died a month before the film's release. And this film is dedicated in her memory. Yes. And there's also cameos from John McEnroe, Derek Jeter, Roger Clemens, and many more. And Terry Castellucci, of course, does the score for the film. Of course, I think he's done the score for, some of Sandler's films and what have you. Yeah, he's done numerous films. Definitely. So anyway, yeah. So anyway, music's not too bad, especially when they stop to sing "I Feel Free," which that's crazy. And let's see, and the cast was pretty good. The story wasn't too bad, what have you. So with everything said, would I recommend Anger Management? The answer I'd say would be sure, go ahead. I mean, well, it's a draw between sure, go ahead and hell yeah. If you are an Adam Sandler fan, then you will like this. Or if you're just a Jack Nicholson fan, or if you're a fan of both, then this would be right up your alley. So, Anger Management, definitely a very fun movie. It has its moments, but still, nevertheless, it proves to have a lot of fun. So, what did you think of Anger Management? Let me know in the comments section below. If you like this video, click the like button, subscribe, and be a part of the Big D Nation. Join me next time when I bring to you a review of another film that's got an anniversary coming up today, and that's Flashdance. So I hope you enjoyed this, and if you did, check out my reviews for these other Adam Sandler movies. In the upper left-hand corner is my review of Happy Gilmore from 1996. The upper right-hand corner is my review of Little Nicky from 2000, which that's easily a guilty pleasure of mine. Or if you'd like, go to the bottom left-hand corner and see my spoiler-free review of his new Netflix film, Murder Mystery 2. And the bottom right-hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe if you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc. Then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying see ya.